Well, I'm standing in front of our other cabin, Seclusion, which is a 2-bedroom cabin, and looking up the road to the end of the road where our 1-bedroom cabin is located, Cozy Nook. Cozy Nook is one of the best known cabins in the Helen area. It has a real following and has gone, over the last 2.5 years, we've had one weekend that did not rent. And that was just a few weeks ago, around graduation time. And the weather at that time was terrible, with terrible rains up here. We had some flooding and so on, so that weekend didn't rent. But this cabin regularly rents, stays rented several weeks in advance most of the time, and it's just a real lover's hideaway, and we are quite proud of it. We've done a lot of work on it. We have to update these videos from time to time because things change. As we add things, as we put in some new stuff and try to make the place as good as it can possibly be. We have added, if you'll just look back here, right about there is our lattice privacy screening. You really don't need that here. We've got it a couple of places on the back deck, especially just beside the hot tub, and just in case someone should come up. But it's really not necessary because these woods are so thick and the terrain is so steep. And you know, we've got the other thing here of thousands and thousands of acres to our north, and we have no chance of anyone coming from the north to intrude on our guests here at Cozy Nook. Got a little sitting area right over here. We are going to put a fire pit right there, and we'll probably have to redo the video when we do that. But that seat will be next to a fire pit, and we've obviously got to remove those timbers and probably make a little square coming towards us there. We've already got the materials to make the fire pit with, but it hasn't been done yet, so we can't claim that at this point. Right here is the edge of the Chattahoochee National Forest. You can sit in the hot tub and spit into the National Forest if you want to. I don't know why anybody would want to do that, but it's possible. And that's one of the reasons that makes Cozy Nook so unique. This is all National Forest. Everything I'm showing you there is National Forest, and our property line runs somewhere between that timber and the actual brush. So it's very, very close to it. We'll take a little turn here and walk in, and the ramp can get slick. So we've got some things that we put down and they just get torn up and look awful. And we had a fellow do some spraying for us who was supposed to put some grains of sand or grit of some sort in the stain, and somehow that didn't get done. But just be careful on the approach here. It's very, very solid whenever it's not wet. So we got a door locking mechanism that's the same as on both cabins. It has different codes, of course, and when you push the code in, the door automatically buzzes and opens. And when you leave, you do the same thing, except you do it, hit the lock button after you put in the code. But they work very, very well. We do have to change the batteries in them occasionally. And this is the entrance. This is the main great room for Cozy Nook. Start with the dining table back there on the back. The table is designed, of course, like everything else in Cozy Nook, for 2 people, and 2 people only. The kitchen area is quite nice. Got a good electric stove, a microwave oven, and sometimes we put wine out. People who book 3 nights or more automatically get their choice of a white or red wine if they want it, and we have people ask for it. We don't offer it because we sometimes are offering it to someone who doesn't drink or even could get offended. So we let the person who is renting the cabin ask us for it. It's very clear in the cabin information that you are due one if you want it. But it's up to you to let us know that you want it. The dishwasher is right here, and I did this on the other cabin. Some people ask me if we have a dishwasher, and I say yes, we do. We have a dishwasher. The left-hand side is for washing, and the right-hand side is for rinsing. So that's our dishwasher here in Cozy Nook. All the utensils even are for 2 people, so we can't possibly let 3 people stay here. The refrigerator is fairly new and works quite well. It has an ice maker. It did not have an ice maker when we bought the place. And something we're quite proud of is our new fireplace over here. I hope you can see it. It's a little bit dark over that way. But it has a new box. These prefabricated fireplaces that they use in these cabins are not really terribly sturdy, but this one lasted for well over 20 years. And we send out fireplace instructions so that people will be well aware of the fact that that the thing is not designed for tossing a huge chunk of wood in, or you can tear open the metal box that serves as the area for the actual fire to be in. The rock facade and the new mantle we put in ourselves, and it is decorational only, and it does look very nice. Over here, next to the door, between the 2 doors actually, is the television, which is also a new one. We have Windstream cable in here. We also have Windstream Wi-Fi, and there's a telephone as well, but nobody uses it because everybody has excellent cell service here at Cozy Nook. We'll walk around now to the bedroom area, and of course I'll give you a little view of the sitting area, and very nice comfortable sofa and chair, and it's we've going back here, you see our little guest book here. We've already filled up one at Cozy Nook in just 2.5 years, completely filled it up, so we've started a new one. The bedroom has what is known as the bear bed in it. It's got a bear motif carved into it, obviously made it was here when we bought the place. The only thing that's changed on the bed is the mattress, which we replaced, and we get lots of good compliments about how comfortable this bed is. A few people say it's too soft, a few people say it's too hard, but almost everybody says I love it. So we're quite confident that we've got the best balance there. Like as in our other cabin, this one also has a television hooked into the Windstream cable system, and you can sit in your bed here and watch 65 channels. So we upgraded from the basic 12 or 13 to the larger number of channels because we got some complaints about that. As in the other cabin, most of our pictures are pictures that I have collected over the years from various banquets and so on where wildlife art was for sale, and you'll see those all over the cabin. Here's another of a deer on the mantle. And anyway, going into the bathroom, we have a very nice garden tub feature here. Now, I've had one person tell me that they had difficulty getting in and out of that. I don't know what their problem was. It's one easy step and step over. You don't have to raise your leg up very high to get into that tub. Most people don't use the tub, though. They use the shower, and we have also upgraded this shower head, as we've done. As I did the video on the other cabin yesterday, and the shower head has been changed to one that you can detach and use to spray yourself all over, a little better than you can one that's fixed up there. It also helps the maid, the cleaning service, our housekeeping service, to clean the tub better, because they can actually detach that thing from up there and use the water all over the tub rather than just having to use a cloth or something on all of it. So it stays very, very clean, and in fact everything stays clean. These tile floors we just put in, they're in the bathroom and in front of the sink in the kitchen, and also on the foyer where you come into the main door. It's rather interesting tile, and we get good comments on it as well. Little sink here for one person. Have to come in one at a time into this cabin, and nice big mirror, of course. So the other thing I want to point out to you in the bedroom area here is the blackout curtains. These were the suggestion of a guest from this very cabin. We went ahead and put them in both cabins, but you can put the blackout curtains down and sleep late without any interference from the sunrise. So it's pretty handy. We'll go out the door here. Now this door goes directly to the hot tub and the back deck, and as does one coming off the main great room. Now here's our hot tub, and first I want to show you a couple of other things. If you look right over there, all those bushes are in the National Forest, and you will not find a person in there because you can walk all the way to Anaruby Falls from here. It would take you a good bit of time to do it, but you can walk all the way to Anaruby Falls and never encounter anything but National Forest land. So there's thousands of acres of trees, wildlife, and wilderness up that way. And we're right on the edge of it. You can see our privacy screening here in case, now there is a cabin across the way there. In the summertime and the fall when the leaves are still on the trees, I bet you can hardly find it even in the video. We've had one bad review, and it was because they could see people on the porch of that cabin in February, and I have a hard time thinking that would really interfere greatly with your enjoyment of the place. But mostly what you see is trees, and sometimes we see bears here because we're right on the edge of the National Forest. We see more bears here than we do down at the other cabin, we have actually had one get on the deck and check out the grill before. And the grill is the next thing we'll talk about. The grill here is a Weber. It's fairly new. We bought these when we purchased the cabin, so they're getting a little bit of wear on them, but they still are very clean and are quite functional. A lot of people do cook on them. We can tell that by the way they're used. We do have the Weber equipment to go with it, the tongs, the spatula, and the Weber glove. So it's nice to have those when you're cooking on the back deck. We've grilled up some very nice steaks and so on, chicken, whatever you want to cook on that. The sitting area, like everything else in Cozy Nook, is for 2 people. So it would be folly to try to fit 3 people into here, since we don't have that capacity in this cabin. And there's some more privacy screening, just in case somebody comes up up the road. They can't look on the back deck if you want to be in the hot tub and you don't want anybody looking at you. So that's about it for Cozy Nook. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to show you. The only thing I can think of is the starlight effect above. I did turn that on so you could see it. We have that at both cabins now, and there's a cover over the hot tub, so that even when it's raining, or we've been in this hot tub when it was snowing, and it's the best time of year. We do not ever cover our tub. We do not ever close our tub, let me put it that way. We do not ever close our tub for the winter. Some people winterize their tubs, but we like to keep ours open because the best time to be in it is in the cold time of the year. Hit a little button here and you get a little bit of action in the tub. Hit that button again, you get a lot of action in the tub. So it works extremely well, and we do have a certified spa specialist who, between guests, drains it, cleans it thoroughly, and makes certain that there's no carryover of any germs or anything else from any other guests that might have been in there. So it's the only treated water on either of our campus, our cabin properties. We have to put chlorine in this because it's basically like a swimming pool, and our spa specialist knows exactly what the formula is. I'll go ahead and turn that off, and he keeps them both up to par. So that's just about it for Cozy Nook, and I hope you will come up here and give it a try sometime. Do book early because often you can't get in it, the upcoming weekend. So that's it for Cozy Nook. come and see us. Bye-bye.